I think the entire West is making one catastrophic mistake. We don't understand who we're fighting. That's why this conflict is dragged on for 47 years. We are fighting a conventional military campaign against an enemy whose leadership believes it is fighting a sacred messianic struggle. And until we understand what actually drives the IRGC, we'll keep making the same mistakes we've made since 1979. Every few years, we hear the same headlines: another terrorist attack, another hostage crisis, another proxy war, another missile barrage, another attack on international shipping, another round of negotiations, another ceasefire, another promise that this time will be different. But here's the question that nobody asks: why has this never ended? 47 years, almost half a century. Why are we still here? Because we spent 47 years treating the symptoms instead of understanding the disease. Most Western politicians still talk about the IRGC as though it's simply Iran's military. It isn't. Iran already has a conventional army. The Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps was created for an entirely different reason. Its mission is to protect the revolution, the Islamic revolution, protect the ruling regime, suppress the opposition inside Iran, and export that revolution beyond Iran's borders. That's why it built Hezbollah. That's why it armed Hamas. That's why it supports the Houthis. That's why it created a network of proxy militias stretching across the Middle East. They aren't isolated policies. They are parts of one strategy. And here's what I believe almost every Western leader still fails to understand. Powerful elements within the IRGC don't see this as simply another a geopolitical conflict. The revolutionary ideology is intertwined with a religious worldview. Many of its leaders believe they are carrying out a sacred mission. They don't believe they're simply making foreign policy. They believe they're helping fulfill prophecy. They believe history is moving towards a final struggle between good and evil, and they see themselves as the defenders of God's revolution. America isn't simply another rival nation. Israel isn't simply another rival nation either. They are viewed as central obstacles to a divinely ordained future. Now ask yourself something. If you believed you were carrying out God's mission, would another sanctions package change your mind? Would another temporary agreement change your mind? Would another diplomatic conference make you abandon what you believe is sacred? Probably not. And that's exactly where we've failed for 47 years. We've been trying to deter an organization whose leadership is motivated by something far deeper than ordinary political calculation. That's why this isn't simply another military conflict. It's an ideological conflict. And until we understand that, we'll continue making policy based on assumptions that have already failed for 47 years. Now, let me be clear. This is not about the Iranian people. They are the victims here. The Iranian people have suffered under this regime longer than anyone else. This isn't about conquering Iran. It's about ending the power of the organization that is ruled through fear, repression, proxy war, and terrorism since 1979. Today, for the first time in nearly half a century, that organization is under extraordinary pressure. Its senior leadership has been eliminated. Its military infrastructure is under sustained attack. Its regional proxy network has been weakened. For the first time since the Islamic Revolution in 1979, the free world has a genuine opportunity to permanently reduce the IRGC's ability to dominate Iran and export violence across the region. And yet, what do we hear? Calls for restraint, calls for de-escalation, calls to stop before asking whether we finally have a chance to solve the problem instead of managing it. I'll give President Trump credit where I think it's deserved. Whatever people think about him on other issues, he appears to understand something many Western leaders still do not. This isn't just another country pursuing ordinary interest. It's a revolutionary movement that happens to control a country. That changes everything. And that's why I find it frustrating to hear Democrats, way too many Republican isolationists, and almost every European leader immediately asking how to end this military campaign instead of asking how to end the 47-year threat. Containment has failed. 47 years of containment gave us Hezbollah. 47 years of containment gave us Hamas. 47 years of containment gave us the Houthis. 47 years of containment gave us hostage crises, Beirut, and a proxy war against Iranian-backed militias in Iraq that cost many American lives, along with attacks on Israelis, attacks on Europeans, and endless instability. At some point, we have to admit the strategy hasn't worked. The question is no longer whether the IRGC is dangerous. For 47 years, answered that question. The real question is whether the free world finally has the courage to deal with it differently. Europe needs to stop expecting America to carry this burden alone. If European governments recognize the IRGC as a terrorist organization, and most do, then they should help to defeat it, not simply urge Americans to stop. And Republican isolationists need to understand something too. Walking away doesn't end this threat. It gives them time to recover. History occasionally gives free nations an opportunity they may never see again. This may very well be one of those moments. We've spent 47 years trying to manage the IRGC. Maybe it's finally time to end its ability to threaten the world instead. This isn't about defeating Iran. It's about ending the rule of the revolutionary regime that has held Iran hostage since 1979. The Iranian people deserve better. The free world deserves better. And if we weaken the IRGC just enough for it to survive, it will rebuild and begin the cycle all over again. Then 47 years from now, another generation will be asking why we never finished the job. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe. It really helps us grow this channel and bring you more videos. And I'll see you on the next one. Thank you.